What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about the bounty of Asgard. This event is insane, this event is hilarious, and you should make everything that you can in order to benefit out of this event, because yes, the rewards are amazing and these rewards are gonna take you to places, very important places. We're going to talk about all of that in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And it's super funny because the event was all over the place. Increase drop rates, make calendar, make milestones, remove milestones. It's hilarious. It was really hilarious, but we're going to talk about all of that. Now, as I mentioned, the event is going to be extremely important. It's going to help you out to getting the next legendary character that supposedly is going to be Black Cat. Then it's going to help you getting Apocalypse faster. It's going to help you to get into Dark Dimension 6 faster as well, and a bunch of other things. So we're going to break down all of that information, and as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure to share it to your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure to smash that like button like a freaking boss. Okay, so who's a massive boss? Of course, it's me, because we have the math for this event, and this is not the full math, but this is the math that I'm doing for myself. And if you guys want to be at the top of the spear, at the point of the spear, the peak of the spear, I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments below. I'll use that expression. But if you guys want to be at the front of the spear, you want to follow my advices, or you want to follow what I do for this event. So I'm gonna spend 50 power cores 4 times each day on energy to get the apples for this event, as they are extremely important. I'm going to forget about the coordinated assault event. That coordinated assault event is hot garbage. It requires massive investment from your alliance in order to complete it. They give a few more points and so on. So we'll see if it's going to be good enough or not. But right now, I would say forget about the coordinated assault and focus on this bounty of Asgard. Because even if you're not getting the big apocalypse, you are still going to get the other rewards that are quite meaningful. Okay, so on top of the 4 refreshes per day, we also have the apples that you can get from the store. And this is if you do raid attacks. You have to do 15 raid attacks per day, which is quite a lot. But if you are an active player, this should not be a problem, because you can do 8 attacks on the Doom raids or incursion raids, or whichever raids you are doing. And then you can also do 8 attacks on the Greek raids, which is Alpha, Beta and Gamma. So as you can see, you get the Alliance Supply Orb, and you also get these very important apples. Okay, so beyond that, we have the points that you get from the war. Alliance Wars, you want to participate in Alliance Wars, you want to obtain war credits. But this is not very important. All this war shit, it's meaningless. What really matters is the apples. These war credits and so on, this just gives you a little bit of extra flavor from this event, but it's not important at all. So should you refresh the store to get more war credits? Absolutely not. You should just get the bare minimum, or even skip, save your alliance credits for something else in the future, because now these events are showing up all the time. Okay, so this event was so convoluted, the bounty of Asgard. And don't forget that this event was data mined 10 days ago, and we already had this information, or at least most of it, up front because of the data mines. Make sure to check out the channel daily for those videos. So with all this additional information, we knew already that we had to use nowhere characters at Gear Tier 14 all the way to Gear Tier 18. Yes, it's quite crazy, Gear Tier 18. Should you get any nowhere character at Gear Tier 18? Only Nova. The other characters, not really, as they are not very good. But yeah, this is how you score the most amount of points for this specific event. Now, as soon as you get the monthly items, like, forget about this event, it doesn't matter. Just focus on collecting as many apples as possible, because that's what really matters. And once again, this nowhere and the war credits, war store, whatever, this is just some extra flavor that you're getting into this event. Okay, so I have a few characters at 16, I have a few characters at 17, I have a few characters at 14. So I'm gonna have a wide variety of points, and I'm nowhere near the cap of this event. Okay, so we're gonna forget about that. just focus on the apples. 4 refreshes per day at least, that's going to give you a nice amount of apples per day. And that's great because you want to use these apples on the store. Speaking of the store, let's take a look at the store. And this store is so damn good. So first off is going to allow you to get super scroll faster because you can get the gear tier 18 items for your characters. Now, in my store, it's only showing up bio gear, but you can also get other types of gear. I have seen bio gear, I have seen skill gear, and I have seen misty gear. So that means there is a wide variety of gear. I also have seen mutant gear, which will allow you to get Apocalypse at gear tier 18. And then you can bring him as well to Dark Dimension 6. Okay, on top of that, we can also obtain the Dark Promotion credits. Doesn't have a huge value, 5,000 of the apples. It's more expensive than 100 Dark Promo credits. Usually it's not always the case. But you can also get a wide variety of gear like Gear Tier 17, Catalysts, and also Origin gear. So for example, this is a great deal. 300 apples for this. It has to be a bug because the value of this is huge. This is really huge. And it's going to allow you to gear up your characters, not only to unlock Apocalypse at 5 yellow stars or even 7 yellow stars, but will also allow you to gear up your characters once again to Dark Dimension 6 and to Super Scroll. Okay, so on top of that, we have the selection of characters, and we have very important characters in this store. You can get all kinds of nowhere characters. You can get Thor, you can get Star-Lord, you can get Korg, and you can get Cosmo. Once again, these characters are going to be required for the next legendary character, which the rumor says it's Black Cat, and it's going to be a city team. So I think this is going to be extremely important, especially if you're trying to get Super Skull, because we don't have a lot of tech options and we don't have a lot of city options. So if you can double up on those, it would be great. Now, if you are paying attention also to the Strike Pass and Battle Passes, you might be able to get close to that next yellow star on your nowhere characters. So it's something else that you should pay attention to because you want to reach as fast as possible on those characters. Now, other characters that we have here, as you can see, we have a wide variety of characters. Other characters that I have seen here was incursion characters. So incursion characters, skill rates, it's not incursion, it's invasion. Invasion characters. Skill rate team, we don't have those characters farmable right now, so if that's going to allow you to get a next yellow star or a red star on those characters, that's going to be huge. That's going to be something that you definitely should be checking out for this event. In terms of rebirth characters, I have seen Agent Venom, but I have not seen US Agent or Captain Carter, so I'm not exactly sure if any of those characters are going to be here. So as you can see, this event is going to be huge, really huge in terms of your progress for your account, because you can once again progress towards your Apocalypse. You can also get some additional red stars on Dormammu or Doctor Doom or even Apocalypse in the near future, Quicksilver, Zombie Iron Man. Then you can set yourself closer and closer to the next legendary character by getting more yellow stars and red stars on your nowhere team, and also help improving a little bit your raid teams with character shards for rebirth and also for invaders. Okay, so as I mentioned before, you should definitely not spend your alliance credits on this. The amount is not meaningful enough, and when you take a look at the rewards that we have on these milestones, like they don't really matter. Like we have the mutant gear, but as soon as you get to milestone 17, the rest, it doesn't matter. You are just putting way too much effort on rewards that don't really matter, don't really affect your account. And this is something that people don't understand. You need to realize when it's time to move on, and on this specific event, the time to move on is going to be on milestone 17. You get 17, bro, get yourself out of this place or of this town because it's not good enough. And in terms of the ranking rewards, like the ranking rewards for top 250, they are quite decent. But let's be honest, unless you are able to spend like $100 on this event, you are probably not gonna get it. Now, there are a few options in the store that are quite good. There is an offer for $5 that gives you 600 energy or so. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but yeah, $5, 600 energy. that's going to give you a bunch of apples. That's going to give you the 5,000 apples, and as you can see, you can use those 5,000 apples or to get Gear Tier 18 or to get Dark Promotion credits. So this is a nice way of getting additional value out of your energy. Where am I spending my energy? So I'm spending all my energy on the gold orb nodes. So once again, we are doubling up on the value. And yes, I'm even refreshing the gold orb nodes. So I make sure that I get as many gold orbs as possible per day. This will allow you to get 3 additional gold orbs per day. And it's up to you to decide if it's going to be good enough or not. In my opinion, it's good enough. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Okay, so beyond that, let me think just for a second. We already talked about the milestones. We already talked about the leaderboard that you're not going to get anywhere unless you are willing to spend money. And we already said that you should skip the other characters. So yeah, in terms of nowhere characters, we can take a look at my team. So for example, you can see that my Star-Lord is very close of getting the 6 yellow. So yeah, I should pay attention to the store, making sure that I catch a few shards for Star-Lord to make sure that happens. Then Korg and Cosmo, if I decide to buy the Battle Pass, then with just a few purchases on the store, that's going to allow me to get all of them at 6 yellow. And once again, that's going to greatly influence my progress on the next legendary character that should be arriving on the 2nd week of August. And finally, I think that's it. I think that's no finally. That's it. This event is quite great. This event is amazing. It started really rough. The math was wrong. There were calendars missing. There were milestones missing. There were the wrong ratio of the apples being delivered and so on. So huge problems going on from the beginning. But Scopely already gave a compensation. And now it's really the time for you to take advantage of this and progress your account to the next level, because this is going to really affect the way you stand in the game for the next 3 months. Final note is just pay attention to the character shards here, because yes, there are Kang shards here, but they are way too expensive. I would skip the Kang shards and just focus on the nowhere characters or some raid character that you really need, because that's where you get the most progress. The Kang shards, once again, are just way too expensive, and it just gets out of hand. Okay guys, so that's gonna be the video. Quite great, this bounty of Asgard. I think it surprised everyone how good it is, and unfortunately, as I mentioned before, the leaderboard is just something that you have to skip, and that's fine because you're gonna benefit of everything else in between. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.